Assalamualaikum and good day to my panels, Ms. Atika Saadah binti Selamat and my supervisor, Dr. Nur Hidayah binti Muhammad. I am Nur Husna binti Muhammad Zulkifli. Today I will present the research about the analysis of entrepreneur orientation dimension and SME business performance based on demographic factors in Malaysia. Background of study. Entrepreneur orientation refers to the tendency of entrepreneur to seek new business opportunity and translate them into entrepreneur practice through daily operations and organizational tasks. And is divided into 5 dimensions, which is productivity, innovation, risk-taking, perseverance, and enthusiasm. Previous study has confirmed that entrepreneur orientation has a significant effect on the resource acquisition of small-medium enterprise, which can promote the performance of SME through business opportunity identification. Entrepreneurs with high entrepreneur orientation may improve company cognition of their entrepreneurial ability and thus promote initial trust by releasing signal of entrepreneur dimension to contribute the sustainable development and revitalization of the company. SME should continuously create innovation, grow on the basis and change the destroy the company or the established by existing enterprise. Problem segment that researchers identify. First, the challenge on the speed and agility of the SME in Malaysia to adopt differentiated strategy to survive the new normal by embracing technology and digitalization for their business operation, develop business continuity plan as well as work closely with their financial institution to manage cash position. Second, during a prolonged economic crisis, Malaysia's small and medium enterprise are likely more vulnerable to an economic downturn due to their limited financial capability and high dependence on bank credit compared to the large firm. On the top of financial aspect, SME relative shortcoming in terms of technology and resource would also reduce their ability to weather any major economic turbulence. Third, SME also experiencing a skill gap among their workers that are partly due to the mismatch between skill acquired by employee and skill required by employer. Research question. In order to fulfill the objective of the study, the research attempt to answer the following question. First, what is the mean of EO dimension among SME business performance in Malaysia? Second, what is different between EO dimension of innovativeness, proactiveness, risk-taking among SME based on demographic factors in Malaysia? Research objective. To identify of entrepreneurial orientation dimension and SME business performance. Second, to analyze the difference between EO, innovativeness, proactiveness, risk-taking, SME based on demographic factors in Malaysia. Scope of study limited to enterprise operating in the manufacturing and service sector in Kuala Lumpur and Selangor only. Significance of study, significant considering the inclusiveness of the entrepreneurial orientation and performance of SME. It is a complex issue that various variables have been used to interact. Limitation of study. Time constraint, lack of expertise and experience, limited research time due to the short length of the study. Type of entrepreneur orientation, Hackey et al. 2018 mentioned that EO indicate from ability of innovativeness and proactiveness in order to satisfy proactiveness customer need through discovery new product and service, leveraging resource and by taking risk before its competitor. SME business performance, highly SME performance exists to remove the black card and generate an intensive opportunity for SME to flourish as well as to compete strong in the global market by Aminul and Sharif 2015. Innovativeness, Muhammad and Hanafi 2013, Hackey et al. 2018. Innovativeness is a significant factor to characterize entrepreneurship, which could be described as the effort to discover new opportunity and which comprise experimentation and creativity that result new product and service or enhance technical trait of existing service and product. While proactiveness, Abdullah, Musa and Aziz 2017. From emphasize the proactivity in the organizational culture are capable of ensuring the high performance of employer. And last, risk-taking, Hackey et al. 2018. Risk-taking implies to the degree to which entrepreneurs are eager to make large resource commitment. In this conceptual framework, independent variables consist EO, innovativeness, proactiveness, and risk-taking, while dependent variable is SME business performance, and demographic factor as a differentiation between these two variables. Hypothesis 1, 2, and 3, innovativeness, proactiveness, and risk-taking has a significant difference or no significant difference on SME business performance. Researchers use probability sampling method with random sampling. Researchers need to collect 382 respondents of SME. Researchers need to collect 382 respondents of SME in Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. Researchers conduct by using questionnaire. This survey is using interval scale. In research methodology, researchers want to identify EO dimension and SME business using the data descriptive analysis, mean, and standard deviation. Second, to analyze the difference between EO and SME business performance using mean, standard deviation, and correlation analysis. Analysis data expand about the result of a questionnaire on the target respondent data related to the title of the research study conducted. Researchers only managed to get 259 respondents that fill out the questionnaire. The questionnaire distributed to the respondent is divided into 3 parts, which is consist of questions based on the demographic of the respondent and questions related to the respondent opinions, entrepreneurial orientation, and small business enterprise. In Malaysia, researchers used the Social Science Statistic page SPSS to measure and analyze the result of descriptive research. As a table shows of Kolmogorov and Shapiro, the variable of innovativeness, proactiveness, and risk-taking and business performance was not normal distribution. In terms of the Shapiro-Wilk test, this is because the significant value of Shapiro-Wilk is less than 0.05. Thus, the data significantly deviate from normal distribution. Demographic profile. Based on the research study conducted, a total of 259 respondents have been collected through Google Form. The personal background of the data collected respondents that include demographic profile in terms of gender, age, position in the company, types of business, year in business, the number of employees, and SME company size. Inferential study were used by the researcher to analyze the quantitative data in the research study. The purpose of the researcher using this inferential analysis is to ensure that each data obtained from the study respondent meet and can achieve the standard to ensure its data distribution. In addition, this inferential analysis also used in the research study is aimed at interpreting and conclude each data collected from the population survey. Besides, it also provides and enables researchers to draw conclusions from the research conducted. Therefore, this study focus on the data obtained from the analysis, which include 259 sample respondents. This inferential analysis data include Friedman correlation analysis, pairwise comparison and analysis, and hypothesis testing analysis. This inferential data analysis include Friedman correlation analysis, pairwise comparison analysis, and hypothesis testing analysis. Researchers need to use the non-parametric correlation coefficient to measure the strength and the direction comparison, the mean rank between the related variables. Friedman correlation coefficient is one tool to measure if the data are not normal distribution, and is non-parametric version of Pearson for measurement correlation. The mean rank for independent variable, which is innovativeness at 2.71, proactiveness at 2.62, and risk-taking at 2.66, while rank for dependent variable is at 2.01. Kendall coefficient of concordance indicate the degree of association of ordinal assessment made by multiple appraiser when assessing the same sample. Kendall coefficient value can range from 0 to 1. Based on the table above, researchers can conclude that value of Kendall coefficient is at 0.077, which is in average value. Based on the pairwise comparison, the difference in the mean rank for business performance and proactiveness is 0.608. The standardized test statistic 5.360, and the p-value is 0.00. There also have different significance in business performance and risk-taking at 0.643. The standardized test statistic 5.667, and the p-value is 0.00. Furthermore, they have a significant difference between business performance and innovativeness at 0.695, the standardized test statistic at 6.126, and the p-value is 0.000. All the alternative hypothesis is accepted and all the null hypothesis is rejected. It can be clarified that innovativeness, proactiveness, risk-taking has a significant difference among SME business performance. Discussion finding. Objective 1. The first objective of this research study is to identify entrepreneur orientation, dimension, and SME business performance in Malaysia. There are 3 independent variables were used in this study which cover items of innovativeness, proactiveness, and risk-taking. The study confirmed that the business performance of small and medium business is significantly different by an entrepreneurial orientation. An entrepreneur having the right orientation can make the business successful with competency, performance, result of the business can be better. Therefore, firm performance is aligned with the elements of entrepreneur orientation, innovativeness, proactiveness, and risk-taking. Several studies have dedicated ample attention to the significant role of EO in the performance of firm and empirically proved the strong association between the SME. Objective 2. To analyze the difference between innovativeness, proactiveness, and risk-taking and SME business performance based on demographic factor. Hypothesis 1. Innovativeness entrepreneur orientation has a significant difference on SME business performance. The result conclude there are significant impact on SME business performance at 0.695 statistic and p-value is 0.000, which are below than 0.05. Hypothesis 2 and proactiveness entrepreneur orientation has significant difference on SME business performance. Comparison test statistic between business performance at 0.608 and there is significant impact because the p-value below than 0.05. Hypothesis 3. Risk-taking entrepreneur orientation has significant difference on SME business performance. Test statistic in pairwise comparison table between business performance and risk-taking show value at 0.643 and the p-value is 0.000, which is below than 0.05. Implication to the study. Within the entrepreneur orientation literature is positively related to the performance as one-dimension construct. Finding of this state that all components have a significant and positively with SME business performance. Based on the Malaysia context, that entrepreneur orientation contribute to the small and medium enterprise business performance and is looked into the factor of demographic. Recommendation for the further study is a qualitative approach into the research to have a clear understanding on the entrepreneurial orientation dimension and SME business performance. It would give a greater insight into the theoretical and managerial practice on the use of entrepreneurial orientation. But in this situation, we have facing due to the COVID pandemic that are not allowed to interact face-to-face. That's all for me. Thank you.